should already get something.
I didn't get anything yet.
You will. And if you don't, maybe later.
All right.
This is the blessing feather. This is the greatest show on earth. We are about to give the blessing. This is the blessing of good fortune. Yes. Yes. What's this? Ready? What's this?
What are you looking at? Are we live?
We've been live.
Estamos vivos, cabrones!
Testify. Didn't you just say?
Testify, hallelujah!
Didn't you say keep it clean?
Keep it clean. I guess cabrones is a pretty bad word, but it's not in English.
Okay. It's only a bad word if you understand it.
Yeah. My grandpa used to call us cabrones.
That's funny.
It was like, I don't know, it means like a little goat or something like that.
Little dope.
Like little goat is what it translates out to meaning.
Little goat?
Like a little goat, but it's like in Spanish, it's like a really bad word.
Oh my God. Hey, good afternoon to you. You're tuning in to The Gospel According to Red Apache. I am live here at Alex's Bar with a special friend, a special guest here. You want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Marco Almera. I'm an artist from Huntington Beach. And I've been working with Alex's Bar here doing some black velvet paintings for him. And ran across a couple friends, including Ricky, and he's cool. I watched his podcast, so I figured I'd want to be a part of it.
There you go. And you could be a part of it too, Angela. Just give me a call. We'll bring you in the studio. See, in this setting, you are the rock star. I'm not out here looking for famous people. I'm just looking for people to share their experience, their strength, and their hope. And that's really what this is all about, man.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know, I mean, we're not out here with a network looking for people that are, you know, oh, show us your Ferrari, like the Jay Leno show. How many motorcycles do you have in your garage? Oh, who gives a fudge? Right?
Keeping it clean.
Yeah, well, here at TaxiTV, we are all about improving the quality of our life. So we are no longer saying fuck, Trevor Wilson.
Right, dude.
Hey, we're saying fudge.
You just said the F word. I asked you to keep it clean.
We're not saying badass.
I got my pastors watching right now.
Okay, well, listen. As a matter of fact, I have a message for the pastor.
I hope it's a good one.
The pastor, see...
it's got to be positive, dude.
No, this is not bad. This is not
All
bad.
right.
Relax.
All right.
Dustin, welcome to the show. I'm struggling with this tortilla I have stuck in my throat. What did you have for breakfast?
Taco.
Yeah, I had menudo.
Menudo, cabrón.
Hey, we're playing a drinking game. This guy has every bad word. Boom! He's buying drinks in the bar, right?
Solamente hablamos en español,
güey. Wow. Marco said, let's speak in Spanish. I go, hey, English is my second language, dude. you better bring your A game.
I can tell that you're Mexicano.
Well, we are here because we have a friend that is very talented. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Why don't we get started here, and then we can just goof around after we get... Once we get to know you a little better, then I think this will just flow. And I just met him. This is the very first time that I've met Marco. I mean, besides the phones and texts. Don White, good afternoon to you. So we know that you're from Huntington Beach.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where I learned how to surf.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to school in La Habra High.
They call that Guadalajara.
I know.
It
was too far for the beach for me.
I just learned about that. You graduate?
I graduated.
Yeah.
What? I don't look like I graduated?
I don't know. I'm asking. I got friends that look like they would, but they didn't.
No, I graduated with 4.0 with
Really?
honors. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I'm a scholar.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
I can see by your
my notes,
pocket protector.
Yeah.
Homeboy brings notes too.
I brought notes.
Oh, hey, that's good, man. Hey, you teach yoga where? Where do you teach yoga? In college? Bad monkeys. I mean donkeys. Okay, so what was growing up for you? What was it like? Put that away right now.
All right.
We'll talk about that.
Growing up was interesting. I came from a mixed race house.
What does that mean? Mixed?
My dad was Mexican, my mom was Irish. Okay. So we had a little bit of American in there, and we had a little bit of Hispanic. Oh. And so we grew up, my Irish mom would speak these Spanish words to us kids. And we grew up with my grandpa and grandma speaking Spanish.
Right, yeah.
But my parents were both teachers, and so English and education was a big part of our growing up.
What do they teach?
My dad taught 6th grade math and science,
right.
And my mom taught English as a second language, and she also taught civics. So you can't talk politics with her because she'll
we don't talk here at TaxiTV. We don't talk politics, religion, or money.
That's good.
Bottom line,
that's good. You know, there's a lot we can talk about.
You can't. You honestly, you can't like find people that will agree on those 3 things ever. So might as well just not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's tough.
It's messy.
It's that's the law of the party. Mary Lou, good afternoon to you. How are you? So you grew up with an Irish mom.
Yeah, well, American. She was very
Sure.
My mom's mom, my grandma, we called her Grammy. She had the sewing room.
Oh, cool.
And she had the American flag, and she would sew us clothes. Very traditionally American family. And then my dad, my grandparents on my dad's side, my grandpa had a ranch out in El Centro.
Oh, wow.
And so we used to go out there, in El Centro, and we'd go spend time out on the ranch.
Okay.
And then he was a farmer, and he'd drive a tractor, and we'd go shoot guns and BB guns and all that out there. It was fun.
Cool.
So I had those 2 sides to my upbringing, and it reflects in my artwork.
Yeah.
It's very American. It's a very Californian style of art, but I have a Hispanic feel to it.
Yeah, there's definitely a Hispanic culture in your paintings, and the flavor that you throw in that canvas. I can tell.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about that. I'm not going to say did you learn art in school, or you've been painting all your life?
Art was my superpower in high school.
Oh, cool.
It's how I got girls. It's what set me apart from everybody else. Yeah. It was the one thing this nerdy, awkward weirdo could do that made me powerful. Cool. And so I would share my art with my stoner friends. I'd show girls. I'd be like, check out my art. Basically what I do today. Same thing. Show art to people.
You just gave away your powers, dude.
No way. Powers are not going away.
That's so funny. That's so funny. Hey, check out my new tattoo, girls. Hey, so what kind of art did you start doing? Just pencil? Sketches,
I started with like Led Zeppelin and heavy metal art. So
like drawing Eddie and
Eddie.
stuff.
I did Eddie.
That's fun.
I did Eddie. I did Metallica skulls. I did Led Zeppelin art.
That's cool.
Dragons and wings and swords.
Back in the day.
Yeah, that was like how I got
you
started.
Put on a van outside.
Well,
right?
Dungeons. It started with Dungeons and Dragons. We used to play
funny.
Dungeons and Dragons, and I would draw all the characters and all the weapons, and it grew into like. This whole world of
buff,
art.
Barbaric dudes.
Yeah, everybody's buff.
Yeah.
Viking horns.
Christina, how are you? Have fun, dude. Yeah. That's so cool. So, did you go to like all them like proms and?
Yeah, I did that. I was very social in high school.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had a good time. I had a lot of good friends who are still my friends.
Yeah, I got
through Facebook. I can still maintain relationships with people after all these years. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a safe place to have friends.
Yeah, because you could weed them out if they suck,
or you just block them out.
Yeah, I just weed them out.
Not that I block you out. Hey, George, we're waiting for you to get over here so we can unload your truck and help you with your drum kit. Yes, we're here at Alex's bar, and while we're hanging out, we're just chatting with a friend. That's really what this whole thing's about. You know, chit-chatting, and Greg Antista and Jessica are coming through here and doing a set. I understand they'll be here about 4 o'clock. So
Can I mention something real quick?
No.
Oh, okay, well, I'm going to do it anyway. This morning I met with my friend Z-Man from Sublime.
Okay, yeah. What
he
about
bought one of my Sublime posters, and he has a movie out called The Long Way Back.
Oh.
And it's the story of Sublime and Todd Zalkins.
Oh, shit.
Z-Man. And it's on Hulu, Amazon, and Google Play.
Oh,
and it's
awesome.
basically the underground story of addiction and recovery. That was a big part of that scene. And Z-Man's really turned his life around, and he's representing a good thing, and he's building a lot. So I want to support him.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's so cool, man. You heard it first here on TaxiTV. Seriously, I mean, who? I didn't hear about.
Yeah, it's like the underground story of Sublime.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Brad's story is a bummer, man. It's
major bummer.
It's sad. And how many of our friends have we lost because of addiction? And the best part about it is there's a solution. You know what I mean?
There's a solution.
You know what I mean?
Keep it clean.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody, and this show is not about recovery. I just, he brought up Sublime. Sublime's a huge band that has that in their story.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, I remember I went to a bunch of shows. I hung out with the band, partied with those guys.
Sure.
It was a really good time of my life.
Yeah.
And did the poster. I did a Sublime poster.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It would be cool after this show. Maybe you can post the picture of the poster on there so people can see for the movie.
Yeah, I could do that.
And then we can promote and help support
Z-Man.
Z-Man, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. We touched a little bit about addiction and recovery.
Mm-hmm.
How did growing up with all these people around you and all these exciting times, you ever struggle with anything like that?
Yeah, I've struggled with drugs.
Did you really?
Yeah, and alcohol.
Yeah.
And
what was it like?
Horrible. The fallout was worse. I blew a lot of deals. I blew a lot of jobs. I ruined a lot of relationships, women. A lot of bad stuff happened because I was disabled from my normal mentality, and so I'm recovering from that, and I drink a couple beers here and there, but I keep it cool. I got a lot I'm responsible for. I'm an uncle and a godfather.
Oh, wow.
So I got these 2 kids, and I got a group of kids that are my little nieces and nephews that I got to live my life for, and that's number 1 for me.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm a family man.
Well, good for you. He's also here waiting for. You said you're waiting for your lady's plane.
I'm picking her up at LAX tonight at 9:40. She's in Costa Rica.
Wow.
Hey, Barbara.
What is she doing out there?
She's on an art retreat.
She's an artist too?
She's a great artist.
Oh, cool. What kind of art?
She does like more crafts and layering.
Sure.
Well, she'll get paintings. Or she'll get colored paper, cut out the flowers, affix the flowers to the canvas, do layers of painting, hand stamps. She's really good.
I love that. Mixed media. I love
mixed
that.
media. She does a lot of mixed media, but it's like kind of like fun and craftsy, and she does it for a release.
Of course.
I do art.
Is.
I do art for a job. Like it's a job for me, but for her, art is a release.
You know what? Back in the 80s, we were painting on leather jackets.
Yeah.
Back in the day, on acrylic on leather. And I was just throwing everything. Back in the day, Bradford was big with charcoal.
Right, that's his name, Bradford.
Yeah, so he was selling all these prints basically everywhere. And, it's funny. I don't like to compare myself, but there's some of my work that is just as good, if not as good as Bradford's.
Do you have copies of it?
I have some, but I give my stuff away, man. I don't charge for anything. That's just my theory. People go, wow, this is cool.
I like to trade. I like to trade people.
I like to ask them, what is it worth to you? Like, how much are you? I'm not going to put a price on it because you can't buy my time. My time's more valuable than the actual worth of something. So I would say, what would you like to pay? And then whatever they say, because it's not going to be ridiculous, right? It's going to be something crazy. I'll say, cool, yeah, I'll take that, because that'll just buy more brushes and more paints.
Yeah.
You know. But one time, my friend Dan Callahan gave me this jacket, and he says, okay, I don't care how much it costs. I wasn't going to charge his ass, right? But he goes, I want you to paint this. And it was like a Joker labyrinth guy.
Okay.
Right? On like a little brick wall. And it was for the Grateful Dead.
Oh, I used to do Grateful Dead art.
It was colorful as hell, and I loved it. But now that it became a job, like what you were describing, it took the fun out of it, man.
Yeah.
It became more of a challenge to do well. Mm-hmm. But once you pay me to do what I love, then I start like resenting doing what I love.
Really?
Yeah, don't pay me. Like this show.
That's
here,
opposite of how I work.
Yeah. No.
I'm running a business.
Yeah. See, I don't have a business.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You drive a taxi.
I just. You know why I drive a taxi, Marco? Because I can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner with my kids.
That's good.
That's it. Yeah. And if you need a taxi or transportation, I'll pick people up. You know, and it's like a 9 to 5 kind of job. Mm-hmm. But what's cool about what I do is I can hang out with you.
Yeah, I mean, great.
You know what I mean?
I think the best thing with what I do is the people that I meet.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like hanging out with Z-Man earlier today, hanging out with my buddies yesterday in Huntington. Yeah. I'm surrounded by really good people, and I meet them through my business transactions.
Oh, yeah.
Clients become friends, and we hang out, and it's my life is rich with like friendships and relationships.
Now, I love velvet paintings.
Yeah.
You can't really find like velvet paintings unless you're looking for them.
They're hard to do. They still have them in Tijuana.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. You go down to Mexico, everything.
They knock them out.
Awesome.
They like paint them really fast, and they do all the icons. They do the Velvet Elvis. They do Jesus and Mary and those things like that. But they're really hard to do unless you do them a lot.
Really?
Yeah, it's very technical.
Not to take your recipe, but what's the formula? Like, is there a secret to
what I tell people, it's a dry brush process where you start with your darkest colors, add your medium colors, and then you hit your highlights. And that's what you have to do. How you get there, you have to find that out on your own. But it's a dry brush process where you build up and coagulate the paint on the velvet, and then you build another layer of color on top of that. I'm a silk screener too. So it's related to silk screening.
It's registration, right?
It's trapping.
Oh, that's
Black
awesome.
velvet painting is trapping.
That's so
trapping
cool.
one color onto the next color.
Damn, that's awesome. It looks like we got a little crowd starting to show up here
for the show.
For the show, which is cool. Yeah. So, do you remember which one was your first velvet painting that you thought? This is a velvet painting.
There is an artist. I won't say there was an artist because I still believe the guy's alive. The Piz, and he's a Long Beach artist. He passed away a little while ago, but I think he's still alive. He lives on. And my first black velvet painting, I traded with him for one of his illustrations, and it's one of my prized possessions because he was the godfather of lowbrow artwork.
Oh, cool.
The Piz, and I was here at Alex's bar with him in the 90s. Around 2000. 2000. It was around 2000. I did that painting. 1999, I did that painting, and I traded with the Piz. Hung out with him. He had his hot rod here, and we chilled out. I think he was sober, but I had a couple beers.
That's so funny. It doesn't matter. A lot of us who don't drink, when we get to a point of foundation, we can have people around us drinking, even drugging. I mean, I'm not gonna.
I don't.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm not gonna hang out with anybody that's drugging because it's not an attraction to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the minute that you, incorporate that in your life, then I just weed myself out.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, hey, listen. The best part about me is that I'm not gonna tell you who you are gonna be or who you should become.
Right.
You're going to find that on your own.
I like to witness. I like to witness my faith as a Christian.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not the most perfect Christian, and my art isn't always Christian, but in my heart, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ.
Let's stop right there. You said your art is not the most Christian.
I do a lot of nude women. I do. I paint a lot of chicks, and I've gotten a lot of crap for it.
Okay,
People
you know what?
have always hassled me about it, and
I am so glad you brought that up because I honestly wanted to talk to you about that.
It's everybody always asks me about it, like, how can you be a Christian and then paint nude females? I paint what I love. I paint what I'm into, and I'm able to do it well.
I'm not judging you.
I know you're not.
I love.
That's the greatest thing about punk rock, is that they kind of judge you.
I'm not judging you.
No. But listen. Hear me out. They kind of judge you, but they don't judge you. You know what I'm saying? It's not as much as in the business world where they totally judge you.
Oh, yeah.
In punk rock, they kind of judge you, and they're like, you're a weirdo. That's cool.
Well,
we might argue about some things, but in the most, we're going to get along.
Last night we went to a burlesque show with Kitten DeVille and Daisy Divine.
Okay.
They're friends of ours, so we went to go and support them out in Riverside County. It was Riverside. Nurse Jane, the Panda, Kristen, myself, and we went out there, and it was a great time. This morning I awoke to go and support another friend get
a baptism. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We go here at TaxiTV, we go from burlesque to baptism.
Somehow, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying there is. Why would
I don't know. It just makes sense for American males to be into this kind of stuff. You love God, you love your family, you love guns, you love hot girls.
God and country.
God and country. Family. It all just makes sense to me as an American artist.
Yeah, when this is the problem that we have here in America. Most of the U.S. culture here sees the body, not just the women, but the female body is something, just sexual, and then it becomes taboo, and then it becomes forbidden, and then becomes lustful, and before you know it, your mom's doing this to you when you're watching a movie, and you know what I'm saying? And for some odd reason, Europe is totally okay with it.
They always have been.
I'm okay with Europe.
I'm taking an art history class, and back in the 1800s, Europeans were doing nudes left and right, and it was like this huge scene.
Yeah.
And then in America, it was so conservative at the time that they didn't really. It was like it caused a huge stir when they would do like a female form, And now we're studying Alfred Stieglitz and his wife Georgia O'Keeffe. And
I love her.
Yeah, he did a couple photographs of her nude.
Oh,
and
I would love to see that.
Classic images.
Awesome.
Yeah, very, very beautiful, very subtle. She was beautiful, but not the most beautiful woman in the world. But she had this kind of earthiness to her, and her body was not idealized, and that's what the beauty lies in that.
Huh.
It's not idealized. And a lot of times, especially what I do, I idealize everything. But a lot of these artists who started American art, they wouldn't idealize things. They would paint them just as they were.
I like that.
It's cool.
I didn't catch the girl's name yesterday. There was 5 burlesque dancers, and we didn't get permission to shoot or tape all 5. We just got permission to tape and shoot 2. The people that we went to go support. But let me tell you, man, as an artist, okay, and I'm not saying this because, hey, I'm an artist, I get to carry a camera. No. I'm an artist because I enjoy shapes and shades, figures, texture. I could tell you that I enjoy this because I enjoy it. And nothing against Kitten DeVille. Nothing against Daisy Divine. I love them. They were incredible. But my favorite dancer last night was a plus-size woman.
Oh, really?
And let me tell you, man.
Was she blonde or brunette?
I forget.
How do you forget that?
Honestly, let me think now. Let me think. I believe she's blonde.
All right.
Okay, well, okay. What I enjoyed about her was her confidence. That became more attractive to me than her figure.
Barbara's like that. Barbara's very confident.
Oh, man. Confidence is a fragrance. It attracts me like Pepe Le Pew. You know, but what was cool about this dancer was her figure was natural. However she got there, it was her figure, and she was confident. But her color in wardrobe and everything, damn, it would have been like the coolest, raddest picture with the feathers, with the lighting.
Yeah, they really go big with all the colors.
Oh my God, it was cool. And I was looking at Panda and I was looking at Nurse Jane going, oh my God, like how cool. You ever been to Jumbo's in LA?
Jimbo's?
No, Jumbo, like Jumbo plus size.
No, is it like a strip bar?
Yeah, but for big girls.
Really?
It's cool, man. It's a punk rock bar, really.
I think they had one up in San Francisco called Stinky's.
Oh,
or
probably
something horrible.
I think God was an amazing artist. How hard is it to make every creation slightly different? Whoa, that's true. Angela, thank you for your comment. You know, but I really enjoy this woman's posture, the posing, the dancing, and it was cool, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was cool.
She was sassy.
It was rad. I really enjoyed her performance. I'm not gonna say the most, but I really did. And what really bummed me out was this biker dude behind me. I don't know why he was there. I don't know, you know, why he would comment like every time that she, you know, strip. Burlesque is like a tease.
Yeah.
Well, every garment that she would take off, he'd be, don't do it.
Oh, really?
And it was a bummer. He ruined the show for me.
Wait, what happened?
Well, she was taking off her clothing.
Where her boyfriend tripped out?
No, it wasn't her boyfriend. It was some biker dude just in the bar there.
Oh,
and
no.
every time that she would take something off, he'd be all, no, don't do it. Like, I don't want to watch. But you're still watching. And now you're killing my buzz. You know what I mean? Because I was enjoying her performance, not the flesh, the taboo.
Right, it's the performance.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about burlesque.
Cool,
that's the thing about burlesque.
Yeah.
It's theater.
That's it.
And it's costume,
That's
it's
right.
fashion.
Oh,
they
God.
do a lot of like 50s and 60s, like especially like with the Tiki Oasis.
It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool.
You know what? Our friend Daisy Devine is who turned me on to burlesque. I never really frequent like that type of entertainment. You know, I mean, one, I was married for 12 years. Two, I never really thought, I'd go check out a burlesque show today.
Right.
It's just not in my makeup. But now that I have friends that are kind of doing that, you know, I'm enjoying the visual entertainment of it.
It's an art form.
Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
It's an art form.
I love it.
It started with vaudeville,
Yeah.
and that's an American art form.
Oh, it's killer.
And started with vaudeville, and it was for street level people. It wasn't high upscale.
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah. Hey, can I mention my friend's band?
Yeah, what's up?
All right. The Creepy Creeps,
Oh,
my buddies.
You know, they played with Throw Rag and the Grabbers.
They played here.
Yeah.
They probably tore the place apart.
I'm going to be honest with you. Who's your friend in the band?
Dave, Aaron, Kevin, all the guys.
Okay.
But Dave's like one of my best friends.
We're going to do a review on the Creepy Creeps because he's here talking about the Creepy Creeps.
Yeah, let's talk about the Creepy Creeps.
Okay, first of all, I love their gimmick.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I couldn't really tell if it was a mask or latex.
Aaron, the bass player, actually sews a jaw into their masks so that they can sing out of the masks. He does a mechanic.
They cut it.
He cuts them. He gets the masks.
Cuts it.
And then he creates a jaw, an opposable jaw.
Cool.
That moves, and then they can sing.
Okay, yeah.
Or whatever you call it. No. Not singing.
No, but you know what? If you haven't seen the Creepy Creeps, San Diego band, they're entertaining as hell.
And they got great go-go dancers. Two beautiful girls.
I have footage of that.
Yeah, the go-go dancers are awesome.
Yeah.
Aaron, the bass player, cracks jokes the whole time.
They're funny.
It's like a surf garage punk band. They're awesome.
I enjoy the Creepy Creeps. What I didn't enjoy is that the Grabbers played before them. I didn't enjoy that. The Creepy Creeps should have played before the Grabbers, and then Throw Rag after the Grabbers. That should have been the order.
Well, what happens a lot of times is,
that's my opinion, and I'm speaking for my buddies that in the Grabbers.
What happens a lot of times with the Creepy Creeps is they'll open a band and they'll close the place down because their show is so dynamic and amazing.
Yeah,
and then another band tries to come on after them,
Yeah.
and it's really hard for the other band to outshine the Creepy Creeps.
I know what you mean about that, because we have that presence in the band that I used to front. Whenever people invited us to play, and they'd go, "Fuck, why did we invite these guys?"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you got to follow that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we'd make a mess out of the stage,
Yeah.
and most of the people that would be in front watching us would be holding their position basically for that whole hour. So now they've been watching us for an hour, not peeing, not drinking, because you can't leave the area and then come back, right? So now when we're done, everybody goes to the bathroom, and then everybody goes to drink, and then everybody's going, "What the fuck? Hey, Ricky, get everybody back in here." Hey, that ain't my job. Right? But no, the Creepy Creeps are cool.
Good band,
Yeah.
San Diego.
They're cool.
I'm friends with all the band, and
That's
they
cool.
hooked me up with this T-shirt, and they hired me to do a design.
Okay.
So it's.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, actually, they have another member of the band who's like their bouncer, and he like goes through the crowd with a Mexican wrestling mask.
I've seen him.
Sir Gravy.
I've seen him.
Yeah.
I actually got footage of. Well, we went live with the Creepy Creeps, and I took footage. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Listen, man, life is too short. If you come out, you better entertain, and the Creepy Creeps entertain.
Every time.
It's cool.
I've never seen a bad show, and
Yeah,
They're-
their music's cool, man. I like
It's
it.
really good.
Dun, 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 dun.
yeah,
It's
they got
monster,
they have the
yeah.
keyboard.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
monsters.
No, it's cool. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
It's fun, and it's a good bill. Creepy
And
Creeps,
everybody
yeah.
who I've met through that scene, through Dave and through all his friends, are all really cool, solid people.
Cool.
He's got a really good group of friends. Dave actually opened a gallery and a store in South Park, San Diego, called
okay.
Warshaw's Provisions. I'll be having a show there in December, and I have my prints in the store right now.
You got a studio like where you show your work, or do you?
No, I have 3 locations.
Oh.
Alex's Bar, 2nd floor in Huntington Beach, and Warshaw's Provisions in San Diego that host my artwork.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Sure.
You mentioned Alex's Bar in Huntington Beach. Now, these are just for display. They're not for sale.
No, Alex already bought those.
Right.
That's his personal collection.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to take away like what the bro deals are, but let's say I ask you to paint me how you painted like Lemmy, like a cool painting like that. What would that cost me? Just to give these people an idea of what it would cost to get you, like say my mom. My mom passed away. What if I say, hey, I want you to do a black painting of my mom? Now that would be cool, dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
How much?
It all
how much would that run
depends
me?
on the complexity of the composition.
Okay.
If it's really complex,
No, it's just a
Real
it's a
simple,
beautiful, yeah, it's a beautiful
real
picture of my
simple,
mom.
yeah.
Nothing weird in the background.
yeah, for that I would charge $750.
Wow.
If it was really complex, I would charge $1,000.
Okay.
But I'm willing
That's
to
awesome.
negotiate. It's a business, so
Sure.
some people have the money, some people don't have the money.
Right.
A lot of times, if
I'm with the don't have the money group.
if it's a project that I believe in, I don't mind hooking people up.
That's awesome.
You know?
Now I have 15 brothers and sisters. I would need prints.
Really?
No joke. I would need prints of. I told you I'm Mexican, dude. Come
Yeah,
on.
I'm Mexican too, but I don't have that many brothers and sisters.
Hey, you. I'm the lucky one.
I have an awesome brother, John. He's probably not watching because he's too busy working. And my awesome sister, Jessica, who I love.
Awesome.
And my mom, she's probably watching. My stepdad, he's probably too busy doing some other stuff.
That's cool.
But got my nephew, my little nephew.
How much would the prints run from, like, say, because I'd be keeping the original.
Yeah, you'd keep the original. I can do prints for on canvas or on paper.
Wow. See, this is cool.
Because I can offer you, I can do the prints on paper.
like a silk screen type print. Is that what the canvas?
No, it's
would be?
called a G-Clay.
Huh.
And it's a high quality reproduction on canvas or paper. And so if you wanted canvas, they'd be $150. If you
Ooh.
wanted paper, they'd be $80.
Wow.
And if you got a bunch of them, I can hook you up with a better deal.
Is most of your art dark themed?
No, it's not. I do a lot of surfing, sunsets, but a lot of my clients recently have wanted darker images, especially Harley Davidson. They love skulls, they love bikers, biker chicks, and like dark themed stuff. But if it was up to me, I'd be painting Japanese, like silk screens, doing silkscreen koi fish and like bamboo.
Not velvet? Not
No. If I could work for anybody, I'd work for somebody who had me doing Japanese style screen prints and paintings. That's what is pleasurable for me. But my clients want darker, hardcore
But
punk
you'll
art.
fucking do anything.
Not anything.
Black velvet, acrylics, oils, silk screen.
I don't do anything
Watercolors.
I don't do anything anti-Christian.
Well,
or
I'm
satanic.
talking about medium.
Oh yeah, medium. I can do any medium. I'm really good at silk screening.
Now, did you go to art school for this?
I'm in school. I'm in school right now at San Diego State.
Before we talk about your graphic art school that you're in right now, where did you learn this technique or the
I taught
foundation?
myself.
You didn't go to school. You didn't go to art
Well,
school.
I went to high school,
Oh.
and then I took some art classes at UC Santa Cruz, but that was like sculpture and painting.
Yeah.
But I taught myself how to silkscreen
Okay.
and do the serigraph process, and that's a very complicated process.
Wow.
And I learned how to do that. That's how I did the Sublime poster, and a lot of my Reverend Horton Heat, Super Suckers, silkscreen posters. I did those in the 90s or in the 2000s.
Do you have a portfolio with all the rock and roll band posters?
Yes, I do. And
Now
it is,
that would be a cool book to have. Dude.
my website is marcoalmera.com. MarcoAlmera.com. It's got all my rock posters, all my fine art paintings, all my silkscreen, everything.
That is so cool.
Yeah, all my Harley stuff. It's got all my Harley artwork that I do.
You know what would be a cool like coffee table book that you could probably just like sell, and sign, sell.
I'm not ready for that yet. I have one.
That would be cool.
I need a high point. Right now I'm in the trenches. I'm working a lot. I'm in school. I need a big kill.
like in project,
Big
or?
client project. And then end the book with that.
Oh shit!
You know, like a painting for James Hetfield.
I like how you're like so focused because I'm all over the place. Dude.
I have to be focused, man.
Angela King says, "Are we going to get a tour of Alex's collection?" What did I tell you?
Nah, they're staying here, man.
No. They want to see the paintings in there.
Oh yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. We will give you a tour of Alex's collection that Marco did. Collection with the artist telling us the black stories on the. Okay, yeah. Well, that's part of the show. Hey, Robbie, I spoke to our friend over the phone. We're booking her for the end of the month, so thank you for setting that up. I appreciate you. Our friend here, Robert Lee Hale, suggested a friend to be on the show. Somebody that's dear to him.
Oh, that's cool.
And let me praise you, Robert, for a minute here. What I enjoy about this gentleman here is, one, I've never met him, right? Mm-hmm. Two, he put this person in front of him to say, hey, check her out. She is beautiful. And when I spoke to his friend, she says, wow, have you met Robbie? He's incredible. You should definitely speak with him. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I
It's
like
like
meeting new people.
You know, what's cool is that you put your friend in front of you, which means you are praising her instead of check me out.
I'll tell you something.
That's awesome.
The most important thing in my life are my friends and family. That's the number one most important, valuable thing in my life. Is the relationships I have with my friends and family. I'm blessed to be able to hang out with my friends all the time. I come up to Orange County. I got a couple in San Diego. And I get to see my mom and my sister and my little nephew. And
they live here in Orange County?
My sister and her husband live with my nephew in Costa Mesa.
Okay.
So I see them every now and then. But they come down to San Diego because my mom lives in San Diego.
Let's talk about family. What's up with you starting one with your lady? What's up with that?
Not going to happen.
Why not? I mean, now we're getting in there.
Yeah, we're getting in there. I'm not ready for kids.
Okay.
Not ready for kids.
Well, I'm going to tell you, dude, at 49, you're going to miss the boat.
I think I have missed the boat with
Because
kids.
let me tell you, as a father, okay, at 49, it would be exhausting to have a child.
Hey, I'm trying to get my degree.
Yeah.
I'm focused exclusively on my business,
Yeah.
my degree, and my relationships. That's number one.
Yeah.
There's no time for kids. I can't even take out the recycling. So how am I going to get a kid when I got recycling's all piled up?
Oh, you, if your lady would say, hey, guess what?
No, not at this point.
No, I'm not giving you a choice. I'm telling you, that's what happened. Hey, guess what? You got a little excited last month.
Oh, man.
What happens now?
Oh, man, I would be a father then. Probably one of the best fathers ever.
It's a beautiful
You know who would be a great father is my brother John. He's
a good dude.
He's a great dude. He's a real inspiration to a lot of people.
Oh, cool.
And he's one of my best people in my life.
What's he do?
He's in construction, but he also works in the paintball industry.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Doing what?
He does jersey and artwork for paintball industry. He was a star player, then he became a coach, and now he does
Tournaments and stuff like that?
yeah, tournaments.
That's fun, dude.
Yeah, it's this whole underground world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then, like, all those guys, all his
That's
friends
expensive.
are super tight. And they're, like, really good friends. And they all know each other. And they're, like, athletes in their own way.
Oh, yeah. In their own way. Hey, you're welcome, Robbie. Hey, man. Listen, dude. When I see something, I need to share it. You know what I mean? When I see somebody that I want to bring into the show to share to my friends because they have a light, we do that. You know, so thank you. Don't think I haven't forgotten. Yeah, what else you got?
I got some art shows coming up. May 19th is the Reduce, Reuse, Recycle art show. And that's at Cruiser's Pizza in Huntington Beach. Don't know where that is, but look it up.
Cruiser's?
And Cruiser's Pizza.
Cool.
Never heard of it, but it's Seth Matson is putting this on, and
Sure. I'll tell you right now where it's at.
right. It's getting recycled mediums and then painting on them, repainting and
cool.
repurposing things.
We're going to tell you where Cruiser's Pizza is right now, just so that you know. Cruiser's Pizza Bar and Grill. It looks like it's similar to the Cruiser's Bar and Grill in Newport. Maybe it's a chain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's 210 5th Street, Huntington Beach. So it's 210 5th Street. That's right down the street from Pete's and right down the street from the Ding Doctor, where I was yesterday and hanging out with, or the other day. Hey, look at this. Jenna, our new friend. Jenna Talia. You know what that is, right? Mm-hmm. Jenna Talia is an incredible entertainer for the Glitter Trash. And we just went out to Hollywood after we went and saw our buddy Jack Grisham's art exhibit at the last bookstore.
Yeah.
We walked like a little posse of us that we took from Orange County to L.A.
Yeah.
And we walked from Jack Grisham's art exhibit to the Redwood Bar to see our buddies.
Jack Grisham does art?
She does photography.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's incredible. You've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Well,
cool.
I posted, as a matter of fact, this morning I posted a profile picture of the ape, the monkey. Well, he shot that.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, he shoots a lot of different things, but that's just one of them. Yeah, so we went to the Redwood Bar and saw Glitter Trash, Big Rig Dollhouse, who are playing in Redondo Beach, or no, Huntington Beach, it's Hermosa Beach, and the Spent Idols. And we had a great time. It was fun. So thank you so much, Glitter Trash. We had a great time. Yeah. What else you got?
I got an art show August 8th through 13th at Tiki Oasis Pop-Up Art Show. And that's at Tiki Oasis, which is like the high point of the whole Tiki scene. And it's out Crown Plaza Hotel in San Diego. I have a black velvet piece for that show. November 17th, there's a surf, skate, BMX themed art show at Made by Millworks in Long Beach.
We know where that is. They're friends of ours.
You know that? All right, Scotty
that's
Roller invited me to that.
Oh, he's awesome. I have his pieces.
Yeah,
at
he's
home.
cool.
Yeah,
So I'm
he is
looking
cool.
forward to that. And then December 1st, Marco Almera, one-man show, Warshaw's Provisions in San Diego.
That's so rad. Let's talk about Made by Millworks. Now, if you've never been to Made by Millworks, have you been there?
Never. I've never heard of it before.
It's actually like a really cool store.
Yeah.
Like they have nothing but local artists and local, like, say, vendors make stuff for the actual, well, not for the store, but it's like a consignment type store.
Yeah.
And it's huge. That's where I met Scotty.
Okay.
Where he was doing a joint art exhibit with Jack Grisham as well.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so Jack Grisham and John Gilhooly, another rock and roll.
Gilhooly photographed me.
Yeah.
For the OC Weekly interview I did here.
I saw that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. So John, Jack, Scotty, Cruz, they all got together and did that art exhibit.
All right.
And then 16 again closed the exhibit, and that was cool. That was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Hey, listen, not if, but since you're a fan of his art, go into the site. Now, do you sell prints just like somebody
I sell
says?
prints, I sell paintings, I sell those canvas and paper clays. I sell a lot of
You got
art
a
prints.
store?
I have my website.
And
It's got a
comes
store
out of
built
there?
in, yeah.
Awesome.
I got a pretty good cross-section of my stuff in there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it does pretty well for me.
You sell shirts too or no?
No, I don't do shirts anymore.
Because that would be cool, man.
It's T-shirts are tricky. They're tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
You got to get, large, extra
Oh,
large,
yeah,
medium.
that's the worst part.
What color?
Yeah.
What kind of fit? What kind of fabric? Where are you going to store them?
Right.
My cousin Kevin Johnson, who owns Second Floor in Huntington,
Okay.
he picked up a company called Blue Sphere, and they do printing. And I'm going to be meeting up with him on the 28th and look at possibilities how I can work with him.
I wanted to ask you something. That picture that you painted of Gabby,
Yeah.
and that's here at the bar. We're gonna give you a tour of the wall. They're all that whole wall is yours, or do you have them scattered?
No, that wall is mine.
Okay. I believe that was John's picture from the weekly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Alex sent me those pictures, and what I did is I put on, for Gabby, I added weight on his face so he looked healthier and younger, and kind of beefed him up a little bit.
That's awesome.
And so he looks like he does when he was healthy.
Sure.
So it's a memorial for that. So that's how I enhanced John's photo.
Wow.
But it's still John's photo.
Okay.
But I enhanced it.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about that. I love that painting.
Yeah.
Gabby's a great friend of ours. Basically, the whole community here in Orange County. So when I saw that, man, I went, fuck.
Gabby, he brought a lot of people together.
Yeah, he did.
And it was his ethnicity, his attitude, his humor, punk rock, and the music.
Yeah.
And it was like somehow that identified Orange County as Cadillac Tramps.
Yeah.
They identified Orange County sound, which was like a Social Distortion sound. And his personality, I think it was his humor.
Yeah.
Because he had a good nature to, especially Manic Hispanic.
Right.
They were tough and they were cholos, but the humor would just get me.
Yeah.
And I think an attitude like that, you become beloved if you have a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
I
I think what it is, too, is like guys like us, if you don't know us, you'll probably walk around us, right? Because we look scary. And Gabby thought, okay, this is how I think, too, but this is what I'm thinking. He thought, well, I don't like to be, like, scary. And I don't like when people walk away from me. So what I'm going to do is be kind of funny and goofy.
Yeah.
That way it'll attract people.
Yeah.
And then you'll see that I'm okay.
Exactly.
Because I'm not okay when you walk away from me. And that's what not the Manic Hispanic. I'm not saying that they're a goof. Don't take it wrong, because I love them. But they started as like goofing around and the parodies and all this shit. That's funny.
Parodies of Cholo culture, which is awesome because we both grew up with Cholo culture.
Right.
I grew up with Cholos, grew up with those guys, and they were funny.
Yeah.
That was the best thing. I remember in high school, we'd get in a big circle, and my brother was there, and we'd just talk smack on other people in the circle.
That's
You're
funny.
short, you have acne, your family's poor, your mama's ugly, all this kind of stuff. And the cholos
Bagging, yeah.
just ripping on each other in a circle.
That's funny.
Yeah, so, and these were all cholos, and it's funny because a lot of these guys who were cholos, they're all like adults now, and we're friends on Facebook.
Oh, that's
and
good.
They like my stuff, and I've pretty much maintained the integrity of my artwork that I had in high school.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm doing the same stuff that I used to do back then
Right.
throughout all these years, and so my old buddies can connect with me.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
he's still doing the same thing.
It's the same buddy we had in high school. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, same guy, same humor.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Let me.
Yeah, yeah. What else you got?
Oh, I want to talk about jobs.
What about him?
I want to work.
Oh, shit.
I need work.
Oh.
I want to do paintings. I want to do graphics. When I get my degree, I want to get a full-time job somewhere at a graphic agency. So anybody who wants to work with me, contact me.
Awesome.
My email is marcoalmera.com, marcoalmera@gmail.com. I'll work hard to do a good job.
That's cool. Now,
Yeah.
now let me ask you. You said, I want to work. I need a logo. That's what you do?
Logos,
I need a band album.
covers, paintings, velvet paintings,
Oh, cool.
ads, t-shirt designs. I'm really good with t-shirt designs. Anything.
Banners.
Yeah, I can do any images as long as it's not satanic or anti-Christian. That's where I draw the line.
Yeah. No decapitated babies or
None of that stuff.
upside down crosses for Marco.
No, none of that.
Yeah. Yeah, but hey, we all have, I won't drive goats.
Okay, estamos hablar en español.
¿Quieres hablar en español?
Uh,
This is for our Spanish market.
Yeah.
In California. What's that? Señoras y señores.
Señores y señoras.
Dice, nosotros tenemos más influencias que tú tienes con tus hijos.
That's Jane's Addiction?
That's right.
Yeah.
At the Lizard Lounge, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Well, in
right?
the spirit of Gabby, vamos a hablar en español.
Yeah, that's funny. Stephanie Tate, I just spoke to you on the phone. That's who we were just talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she manufactures lotion and aftercare. I speak Chicano. Yeah.
I learned, aprendí español surfeando.
Really?
Surfear
What?
en México y Costa Rica.
Where do you surf in Mexico?
Baja Norte.
Where's that? Like K38?
Yeah, K38, San Miguel,
Okay.
Ensenada.
Cool.
Yeah, I grew up surfing there and going to spring break when I was a kid.
Sure. Yeah, that's the spot.
Yeah, we used to go to San Miguel for spring breaks, and like Sublime would play. And it
Oh,
was
yeah.
Madhouse down
Oh, of
there.
course. Yeah, it's crazy.
Madhouse.
That's so rad.
Super fun. The waves are good, and so I just picked up Spanish. And then when I went to Costa Rica, I used to live there. I lived there for probably around 10 months of my life. I picked up Espanol,
Cool.
and it's got a place in my heart.
Spanish is the best lingo of all best.
Sí.
Endless summer. Yes. Want to do a tour inside Alex?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're going to take the phone off the rack, walk into Alex's bar, and show you, we'll show you his paintings, and we'll just give you a little tour of all the other paintings. I think that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Just to give you an idea. All right? All right, let's do it. No, there's already, there's my friend Greg's right there. There's already like a crowd here for the show.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is going to be. So I'll camera this way. Okay, so if you are just tuning in, we are in Long Beach, California. We just got done interviewing Marco, and now we're just going to walk into. We're going to walk into Alex's bar so we can do a little tour of his paintings that he has, Alex's collection. But tonight there's going to be a breakout. How's it going?
We're doing an interview right now.
Okay, we'll start with Marco's paintings here. Okay. If you're not familiar with Alex's bar, you walk in. The bar is right there on the right. It's a big old venue here with a stage right there. It is dark as hell in here. When you walk in here, everybody looks good. All right. So on the left, you want to stand right there, and then I'll put you right there. You already know the painting. Okay.
This is Lemmy.
Okay. Why don't you tell us about that painting right there?
I would say Lemmy is my favorite rock star of all. He's been consistent throughout my whole life. May he rest in peace. In high school, he brought punk rock and heavy metal together and brought a lot of these faction scenes together. His music has been uncompromising and raw his whole life, and I wanted to paint homage to him.
That's so rad. How long does this take to paint?
About 30 hours.
That is fucking badass. I love this painting. So, now, did you frame these, or is this Alex?
Alex framed those.
Okay. So, let's move on to the next one here. Of course, we all know this one. That's awesome, man.
Joey Ramone.
How long does this take to paint?
About 30 hours.
Same.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of.
Yeah, you gotta do that dry brush process I was telling you about.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so this is the way Alex has put them. Now he's got it's like indie pop on top.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
Minor Threat. That's who's playing right now. Best band ever. They also united a lot of people back in the 80s. They had a lot to do with skateboarding and clean living and using your head and being smart. And so I still love to hear Minor Threat all the time.
Iggy Pop. David Bowie.
David Bowie.
I'm assuming that all these are within the same time frame.
Yeah, past couple years.
30 hours.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And here's the Gabby painting we were talking about. Ziggy Stardust, yes. Now these paintings are like 10 feet above me.
Yeah.
So I'm like zooming in. That's cool.
Let's grab a beer and continue our interview.
This is the wall really right here. We'll probably end it right here.
Let's go outside and say goodbye.
Sounds good. Thank you. Yeah, so there's going to be a band here in the afternoon. I don't know how often they have like matinee shows, but our buddy Greg Antista in the Lonely Streets is playing today, so that worked out for me when I invited Marco on the interview. I thought, oh yeah, we're gonna be over here, so we might as well, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stick around.
Thanks for the beer mug. I'll use it.
Yeah, look at that.
The left-handed beer mug for left-handed people.
Hey, yeah, so you thought I was kidding. I'm a left-handed, what about the bandits?
Bandidos.
Yeah, I gotta turn on the AC. Yeah, there's a lot of other paintings in there. I don't want to be a goofball, walk around with a phone in front of paintings and stuff
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
cool.
Yeah, I wanted to show you his work for sure. What the hell? Yeah, let's see here.
All right, well, let's wrap it up.
You got them. Art exhibits.
Yeah, we covered the art exhibits. We spoke a little Spanish. We talked about punk rock. We talked about the Creepy Creeps. We talked about Z-Man's movie, Passions, Contact, art shows. Oh, I'm in school.
Do you have a website?
Yes, I have a website, marcoalmera.com, MarcoAlmera.com.
Yeah, so you can go in there and check out all his merch and prints and whatever it is. Maybe you want to buy something from his store. You know,
I gotta also say, California Uber Alles. I like the California sign in the back of our interview. That's pretty cool.
You know, I actually created that logo, right?
Yeah.
And my friend Carmen, who is our illustrator,
yeah,
our co-producer, co-founder of this thing, she is the one that made it all cool for us.
Oh, okay, cool.
So she too is an illustrator as well.
Yeah.
And so we sent all the artwork to the banner place, and now we got our own banner where
nice.
we do interviews and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. But I thought I took the idea from the old vintage, license plate.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
And Carmen, of course, created. She designed our logo. It was awesome. Hey, listen. So if you're not doing anything this afternoon, you want to come and hang out with us. Marco and I will be here at Alex's bar. We can hang out. You can ask him questions, whatever you may have. Maybe you have a job for him. Right now is the time to catch him. Hey, summertime's coming.
Summertime's coming.
Summertime's coming.
It's already started.
Maybe you want to get a nice, cool painting for, your backyard patio where you have a nice, cool little painting on the wall somewhere. You do murals too?
I do murals.
Yeah, that would be cool. If you have a bar in the back, with a, nice little barbecue.
Like tiki images and stuff.
That would be cool. Get a beautiful picture of your mom.
I can do like cool. Hula, Hawaiian images, sunsets, palm trees, all that good stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, whatever it is. He just said he wants to work, so it don't matter what you have him doing. Hey, except no decapitated babies or upside down crosses, anything weird like that.
Nothing weird like that.
Yeah. All right,
got time for that.
We had a good time. I had a good time.
I had a good time too, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So log on to Facebook, go into TaxiTV, and press like and share the video. If you're a friend of Marco's, go in there and share it with all your other friends so we can just really promote his art. At the same time, people are viewing the show, and then other artists who come through here can also get a plug, right? But, that's really what we did. We just plugged all our friends. This thing's so loud. We're going to go inside the bar right now and start, and we're going to go play, watch the bands. Yeah. This here is the Grand Old Evils. These are friends of ours from San Clemente.
All right.
And since we began the show, they've been playing the exit song for us.
Okay.
It's called We Want More. We want more. More of Marco's. More of you. More of TaxiTV. Yeah. People are outside going, what's going on in there? Yeah. All right, we love you. Come on out. Hang out with us. Alex's Bar today at 4 o'clock. Right? Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos.
Adios. Oh, this year's drinking song.
Yeah.
You like to drink so much.
I want to do a little drinking.
Yeah.
Let's go in there.
Let's go.